Welcome, welcome. So what we had to do today, this morning, is just had some quiz, making this formula working. That's pretty much it. So I will start the Pomodoro. And sure, yeah, let's go. I'll start the Pomodoro and I will continue this focus. Boom. So yeah. Now the question is, no, I should have the quizzes. Public function. Store quiz. No. I think we will do the validation directly inside of the controller instead of doing it inside of the request. Since it's just something quite special, I don't know. The problem with laravel, like this way of thinking, is that it works perfectly for basic API, but when you don't do basic API, I think it's not the best way of doing it. So, valid question. What do I need, actually? I mean, it's not even store, it's like store events. And this should be events. But I call it quizzes because it makes more sense. Select the type. And the type must be required, the string, and it must be contained inside of The problem is that how could I make that contain laravel validation. I think you can, there is something, a way of validating the fact that it has to be equal to this value or this value or this value or this value. String in, I think it's this. I don't know. What it is the type. So he has to be equal to one of those value inside of the event type element. Rule nm, okay, so it's nm. I didn't know it was that. Makes sense though. So what do I need? I need a date time. What do I send? So what do I send? I don't even know. In the form I submit, where is my form? Date. So this date is, how could I just merge date and time? I don't know. My front end send a date and a time. How could I validate this and merge that into a date time column? There we go. Then here we can create events, create this is pretty much good, just have to say that, and that's it. What is the default value of status? Status. No, it's not in a seeder, it's migration. Status pending. Okay, let's find that. So now it should be working. Let's create a route in our web. And then quizzes, it should be quizzes.store. There's no name that is called like that. Quizzes.store. Platform.admin.prices. Yeah, that's the right name. Platform.admin.quizzes.store. That's the ideal name of the route. The quiz. The general doesn't work for some reason. I think it's because it's not uppercase or something. Yeah. And me, I just have to just check if it's an enum, and the enum it's like uppercase. So we'll uppercase that thing, but I don't think I need it. I need to uppercase programmatically. I can just set the value as uppercase by default. Here we go. And now if I add a quiz, has to be uppercase, add a quiz, save, and boom, quiz has been added. It's here. No, it's here. It's this quiz. But now we should not be doing this. We should open the quiz inside of it. We should open a new page. Can't think through today. What are those quizzes? Why is visible is null? I don't have default value for is visible. Is visible, nullable, yeah. Default. False. Can we migrate everything then? Refresh, relog. So now that we add a thing, I should not redirect back, but I should redirect to the quizzes slash UID. I call it quizzes, but it should be called events basically. Anyway. I also want to redirect to the detail page of a event. So let's see how it goes. Events.show, I don't know. So I don't have a redirect route. I think I do in the onboarding section. Return to route. What's the difference with yeah, I can use Druid. So quizzes get slash UUID, and then it's like quiz. I don't like the a naming convention. I think it's below average. It's not good. Where UID. Like quiz that only have one Z. One Z. Public function quiz. Should I display the subdomain though? I think I do, and it's not the way it's supposed to be done. The subdomain must be the first parameter, otherwise it won't work. Subdomain, then the UID, then the request. I don't know why I didn't put the thing in order. Anyway. I can say event equal event fine of. Can I just use fine of fail? Why I can't? Event fine. Oh, it's first of fail. No, where? UID first of fail. With question get here we go. I believe it's okay. I believe this is where it should be done. Let me double check that. Event, yeah, we do have the global scope in the event system. Sibelius, I like you, but I don't like your violin concerto. This is quite a bit too modern for me. So now I should return redirect. Hey, good morning. What do you think about agentic automated testing tool? Do you have example? I think like Cloud Code and stuff like that are able to do agentic automating testing element, but if it's a project that you want to build, I think it's pretty good. I think it's something that people could use, definitely. But I think like when you ask Cloud Code, for instance, to write a feature, he automatically writes a test How do I get the event? Like that, apparently. Return the event directly. And now, just add a quiz, but we don't have the quiz page. And here we just can just say that, type event, and removing everything, basically. Quiz. I don't know if it will work. Save. UID does not exist in this collection instance. Fuck. Event resource. Why is that? Attribute. Yeah, there is UID. So what's the matter then? Root name. So this is the problem. I need a request. So if I did the event, will it work? Why do they fetch 10 different events? No, I only have one. I think I'm just stupid. I have to call this before the first affair, and then if I just recreate one, relation, let's see the relation here, question with no item inside of it. Yeah, that's the way. So just refresh, create another quiz, and sure enough we're redirected. Redirected, but without any, because it should be called quiz. If we refresh the page, sure enough we see the quiz. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I'm supposed to take a break right now, but I'm quite exhausted today. I haven't slept. Yeah, so that's it, I guess. Do I have a success message? Just something I've been thinking about for some time since I hate automated testing. Since I hate automated testing, like writing testing with stuff like Jest, for instance, so a tool on Product called Agentica. Agentic QA, aka Gina, understand your testing requirement, navigate your application like human test, generate comprehensive test scenarios with assertions, and execute them autonomously. Feature that transform testing. Zero maintenance testing. Oh, you have to sign up a Google form. I don't know. To be honest, I barely ever test what I do. I just do it manually. Test the checkout flow for premium buying user using exception premium and 10 But I think it's a quite good idea. I think it's a really good idea. I don't know. Do you have to write a lot of code, or it's just that it tests the website by using some browserless tool like Playwright or Puppeteer? Does it write some PHP or JavaScript test, or it's just... I don't know. I think it's just UI testing. Okay. I mean, UI testing is, at the end of the day, if you're if you're uh, like if you test as if you were the end user, it's more relevant than if you tested as a machine. Basically, be able to testing the different feature you have. Yeah, exactly. Because usually I do it manually, and sometimes, writing tests, you spend too much time writing tests to just try every scenarios, while just trying to test it in real time, live. It's more efficient somehow. Not efficient is not the word, but more organic, more natural. The only thing that you have to try test for is I don't know, automated stuff, or like cron job and stuff. Yeah, I'm currently write test for my company using Cypress, and I hate it. Or yeah, exactly. That's why I don't do test, even though the AI is always, when I could ask the AI to write the test for me, but it takes too much time. Like, it doubled the time of development. I would write test if I had something extremely critical to run, like something that first, one thing that I cannot update a lot, but since it's website I can just create, like, push the changes in a minute and fix the bug, or it's extremely critical. For instance, medicine stuff, like if I have to build a, I don't know, a software for a pacemaker, for instance, yeah, of course I will write tests, like crazy amount of tests. There will be more tests than the actual feature itself. But for websites, except if it's like crazy critical website, like a trading website or finance website, I don't think it's that necessary. If you can update, if you can patch rapidly, I think it's okay-ish to not write a tremendous amount of tests. Perhaps it's just me, but this should be a link. So you do Python? Cypress is Python, right? Oh, JavaScript, okay, my bad. Since I never write test. Is it? Oh yeah, okay, it's UI testing. I see. Because for instance, in Speed, in backend, oh yeah, because you test the front end, write front end cost tests. In the backend, you have to write like you have to write programmatically test, like, okay, can I use join a platform, etc., etc. So you have to build it from, you have to mimic every scenario, so it's waste of time. I wonder if you can just remove every backend test except like cron Java and stuff that happen in the background and just only run front-end test. I think it would be enough for most of the cases. Anyway, why does it make a margin? I don't ask any margin. I wonder, because I think it's a Ziggy problem. Yep, subdomain, and it's subdomain. I don't have the current platform here. And here I can say platform.subdomain. Subdomain platform. Oh, come on. subdomain and UID. Here we go. I think it would work. Yeah. Yes, it works. I think they're using some kind of lib that interacts with a browser using AI. Found a tool called Stage. I'm gonna try making my agent stage hand. I never heard of it. Their landing page is cool though. I wonder if you could use MCPs, like creating an MCP for the website that you use and using the MCP to run tests. I don't know. Do you have to pay for that? I mean, perhaps just you enter your API key of... No, it's free. So you just need your OpenAI API key, I guess. It works like that. Or you don't even need a API key. I guess you need some, either Anthropic or OpenAI or an LLM. Oh, enter browser based locally with full feature completed when you're ready to deploy production. Ready to connect browser running on cloud. Enter browser base your cloud provider browser base. Yeah, you need your API, AI API. Yeah, okay. And it works with different provider. Like you can even use open source LLM like Llama or something. Or you just have to use either OpenAI or OpenAI and Claude, Anthropic. I think they supported the most easy. I'm using Google free tier to test. Gemini? Gemini Pro 2.5 Pro something. Yeah, 2.5 Flash. Have you tried Gemini CLI? So now I need to find a design to display the information about the events and the quizzes, and I have no idea how I could do it. It's something I didn't doubt about it yet. Um, no, I'm afraid of AI tool. I'm afraid of AI told Cursor not to make changes. No, I'm afraid of AI. I told Cursor not to make changes in my code base, and it started writing code without me accepting it all. But you always can revert, right? What I'm afraid for me is MCPs. I've used the Superbase MCP once. I asked him to. I asked him a question basically, saying like, "Oh, should I do this and do that?" And the MCP, the AI say, "Yeah, you can," and it start making changes on my database in real time. And I was like, "No, you just erase my data. That's not what I wanted." So you have to be extremely careful using MCPs, because like since it had full control over my database, it could wipe the entire database. So it was quite scary in a way. Now it wasn't in production, it was in development testing, but yet it's scary to say the least. Yeah, MCPs are dangerous, man. It depends on what MCPs. If you use uh, context 7 MCPs, then there is no problem, because it's just documentation. But if you use MCP that actually do remote stuff and actually change things, this is where it's scary. I'll take a break real quick. Um, anyway, so I wonder how am I going to build a question system. This is how I did it, but it's not that great. I think I should. I don't know. Let's create a big card. Um, so here it is. I think I can keep inside of the header. I can add. Oh no, I don't know. Huh. I was about to say that I could add badges. Issue is I want this page to serve as an edit page, but also as a view page. I need a return back button though. X2 can do this. Hi, what I as your Sierif, what ID are you using? I am using PHP Storm, which is a JetBrains IDE. A JetBrains IDE. It's, I think it's not free. Yeah, you have to pay for it. I use it because I'm used to. And when I was a student, I had a license for free, and then I kept using it because I think it's incredibly powerful. And you have nothing to set up, everything works smoothly. The only problem is that there's not as much community as VS Code, for instance, and the AI agent inside of it is not as great as Cursor, for instance. Oh fuck. I didn't add a microphone, my bad. I don't know if you heard what I said, but I said that it was PHP Storm, that is a great editor. I like it. I'm used to it, that's why I'm sticking to it. You have to pay, and the AI integration is not as good as VS Code, but it's improving a lot recently. Yeah, it's not free. Have you ever used Cursor, Windsurf, or anything else? I've tried Cursor, yeah. But since I don't like VS Code, I am not convinced by it. Like, I've tried Cursor on a free plan. I thought it would be the AI engine would be insane, but it wasn't. So I did not continue with it. I didn't try Windsurf though. But if you are not using, I think you probably heard of Cloud Code. I'm using the agent of JetBrains, which is called Juni AI. It works okay. I don't think it's as good as Cloud Code. But when my membership will expire, I will probably test Cloud Code to see if it's that better. Do you use Cursor? And I've recently found out that Cursor was, I don't know, there's been shady stuff going on, right? And the pricing stuff. I don't know exactly. And then inside of that, I should start display information about the quiz. I just don't know how I could display it. You know what? Let's try the AI. Quiz. Good. Create a form so I can see and edit the form so I can edit events and add, remove, update questions. I just asked that and I will see what I would end up with. Perhaps it would be insane, perhaps it would be absolutely bad. Let's see. I hope he will only modify the page that I've linked to him. And it's using, if you're asking, if you're wondering, it uses, it's using the, how we call it, Sonnet model. I think it was Sonnet 4. That is not Opus or nothing. The problem is that I don't have a lot of ways to. I have basically no settings. I cannot even connect the MCPs to it for now. It's pretty bland. Just only Sonnet 4 or Sonnet 3.7. I guess if I use Sonnet 4, it's burn more token than Sonnet 3.7 in my license, in my plan. But anyway. Took a lot of time, but it's, oh, I wish it could be a model here. I think additional information that we could will be removed. Team will be removed. Oh no, he's doing the backend now, no! I didn't want you to do the backend, just only the front end. Oh, fuck. Oh, it was using... It's far from perfect. It's far from perfect. It's far from perfect, but it gave me an idea. Stop. and I can just roll back this and roll back that. So nothing happened. I just can keep only the I haven't seen your message, so you can see only your right information. Event type, I don't know if I should keep this event type or something. We extracted the back button from the card. Alright. Not sure if it's what I wanted. What? How did you merge those two? Daytime local. I would take a screenshot of this. There is some element that I can get inspired from. But I wish this was a card, an entire card, and then a small card, some small other card inside of this. I think that's what I will do. Rather than having few cards, I want a card inside of a card. I ever tried to concentrate myself today. So okay. Let's create a nice variation. And then let's create a card directly. Card component, then card header. Well, we will put the return back button. Card content. We're gonna have the information about the quiz, and then a card footer. I don't know. Do I need a card footer? Because I was originally thinking that I could just put the submit button directly inside of this, but I don't know if it's a good idea. Perhaps I should do something like that. Something like what Lovable did. Because if I just do I mean, it would work. It would save everything, I think. Or I'll just put the save button up there. It's another solution. I can do I don't know, I prefer to put this inside of a subdiv. Justify between item center exactly. And then here I can say button, save, size, icon for now. It's terrible. Why does he put some margin? It's so ridiculous. I don't want margin. Anyway. Then here I can just start displaying the formula for the quiz. I could also display some nice badges up there. Don't know yet. the add-on type, the status. The problem is that I would also need to specify the right answer. On the events. Oh no, it's not an event, it's directly on the question which option is the right answer. My bad. And this would be a select. And I also have to add images and options. So, I wonder how I could display this information, like it's... Should I be able to save question? Yeah, update question, okay. So, yeah, okay, it's interesting. Now, the UX and the UI of the design of this is particularly interesting to do. Now, in here, I should create a form without any action. And this is where it gets complicated. I should have created a form component, I guess. I don't like the music that I play. I want something energetic, not something too Firebird. This is energetic. Then I should have a grid of gaps. Why do I have another grid? Why I just... I don't know. Let me organize myself. This stream is chaotic. I mean, it was supposed to be chaotic. Div. We're gonna get inspired by the register page. So yes, indeed, it's this one. It's directly on the form, and this is not important. It's just me being having doc. I don't know how to say it in English. So this is basically how it's going to be. How it's going to be done. Grid guards 2. Okay. Variant platform, no. For I don't know what for. The type, let's say it's a type, so it would be a select. It would be for type. For type. There we go. So I won't continue today. Actually, it was just I just wanted to just be able to add a quiz, not editing it. By the way, when you say edit, I should add another button over there that say did it. So it would be another div, inside of which would be class flex justify and item center gap or, and then inside of this I just put one button, and then there's another button with variant and destructive, and it's as a trash too. Here we go. The gap is too big. Gap 2 would be great. Perfect. And that's it for today. It was a small stream.